In this special edition of Video Fashion News, we look back at the iconic faces, bodies, and runway struts that defined the decade. The original model off-duty street-style star, Hanne Gaby, reflects on her time in the spotlight.
Now it's easier. Like, I know everybody. I can make jokes at everybody.
Puerto Rican runway regular Joan Smalls cheekily shares the perks of her high-profile job.
What do I like? The interviews.
Good answer.
Cara Delevingne's signature full eyebrows became a beauty sensation and lasting trend in the 2010s.
It's wonderful. It's really, really cool.
One of China's most successful models of all time, Liu Wen, shares her career highlights.
I never think a Chinese girl can do this show. Yeah, because before it's my dream because everybody think Victoria's girl is very sexy, but I'm forced to Chinese models, so I'm very excited.
British beauty Jourdan Dunn appreciates the decade's life lessons.
A lot has changed in the way I see things and the way I deal with certain situations now.
Plus, we recap defining runway moments of modeling's most major Instagram stars, Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid. And later, Miranda Kerr shares early insight on her career goals after the catwalk.
Yeah, it's a whole balance, mind, body, and soul. So hopefully I'll be able to do that after and, yeah, use this as a stepping stone.
But first, walk through the decade with Karlie Kloss. In addition to her signature runway strut, Missouri native Karlie Kloss took major steps in the 2010s, evolving her career from the catwalk to the small screen to the corner office. But at the start of the decade, Kloss maintained a low-key yet focused approach to the industry.
I've always been really interested in dance, and modeling just kind of happened, and I love it. I mean, it's really a big part of my life now. I tried out for a local runway show in St. Louis, and there were scouts from all over at this runway show, and I don't know, I mean, it just kind of got bigger and bigger and has grown a lot, so it's been really exciting. I love the travel, the beautiful clothes, meeting all these amazing people and designers. I always, read my Vogue and Teen Vogue and all those good magazines, so I mean, I've always been interested, and I have an older sister who's always, I kind of followed her style for a long time. I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and I actually am still living there. I currently live there. I just go back and forth to New York a lot, and wherever, Paris or Milan or wherever it takes me. Growing up in St. Louis kind of also helped. I kind of learned a lot of good morals. It's really quiet. It's nice. It's nice to get away from all this craziness, so it's a good escape. My mom and dad have always just encouraged me to be myself and, I don't know, I mean, stay true to yourself and just be confident. They're very supportive, actually. I'm really, really lucky to have them, They're always there for me, and, they help a lot, so I couldn't do without them. I want to eventually become a doctor or a teacher. My dad's a doctor, and I've kind of always aspired to that, so that's a big influential part, and I just love, watching how he cares for people, so that's, I don't know, I think I'd really like to do that someday.
Karlie would ultimately take a different fork in the runway. In 2015, she launched Code with Klossy, a computer coding camp for teenage girls. By the end of the decade, she would also fill the heels of fellow supermodel Heidi Klum as the new host of Project Runway.
My life is just blown up in a good way.
Hi, I'm Jourdan Dunn.
When we first met Jourdan Dunn, she was a fresh-faced teen already making major industry impact. The Brit beauty had just become the first black model since Naomi Campbell to walk the Prada runway. Jourdan also posed in the famed July 2008 issue of Italian Vogue, which featured only black models.
It is exciting. I feel like every season I do, I get bigger shows. Last season I would have never think I would do Michael Kors. I did Oscar as well. And it's just exciting to be here with all these big girls as well. And I'm just like, oh my God. So it's exciting. I got scouted when I was 14. Someone came up to me from Storm and they're like, have you ever thought about modelling? And then I looked at the card, I was like, oh my God, Storm model management. And I just remember, as soon as I saw the Storm, I was like, oh my God, Kate Moss. And I was like, oh my God, they're interested in me. And it was amazing. Around the time I was watching America's Next Top Model, so I was kind of thinking, maybe I could do that. And I could tell it was me hard work. So I knew I was prepared for the hard work, but then I wasn't really prepared for the hard work. When I got into it, I didn't really get into it as much. I was like, it's not how I thought it was going to be. I don't wear high heels outside modelling. I love my flats. And so to practice, my mum bought me these hooker shoes, really big hooker shoes, and with the big heel and everything, and I've been practicing in them.
1 year later, Jourdan was back in flats when she boldly showed off her baby bump on Jean-Paul Gaultier's catwalk. And in December 2009, she gave birth to son Riley. We caught up with Jourdan backstage at the Sport Max show, where she said being a mom has given her a whole new perspective.
A lot has changed in the way I see things and the way I deal with certain situations now. I think that's part of the reason why I'm more chilled. It's not that serious when I've got a 2-year-old to deal with. We're always in front of the camera being a role, but being a mom is just the best thing ever.
When she's not busy modeling or being a mom, Jourdan whets her appetite for the culinary arts.
Because I'm Jamaican, I love jerk chicken, and I'm also a big fan of Asian food. I love cooking, so I would love to maybe have a cookery book or open up a small little restaurant or a bar, something like that, get into business. So yeah, there's a lot more that I want to do.
Strut down memory lane with a California girl who dominated the industry in the late 2010s, Gigi Hadid.
Hi, my name is Joan Smalls. I just kind of got into it because I grew tall. So people would keep saying, oh, you should model, you should model. I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I tried it and did the elite model look, which I lost. But I met one of the bookers. So then one summer I came up to New York and I met him again at an agency. So then that's how it started. Then I came over here to live, and and, work as a professional model full time. And ever since, that's what I've been doing. I am from Puerto Rico. Yeah, my family is like #1 supporter. My mom is my #1 diehard fan. They're extremely encouraging, supportive. Whenever I need something from them, they're a phone call away. So they're happy. They're like, oh, I can't believe my boo-boo is doing this. Or like, they always see me as that little child, a little, not nerdy, but always getting into trouble. I would say Oscar de la Renta would be my first big one. You're making me go through a trip down memory lane. Favorite moment, Givenchy exclusive. Favorite moment, first time I shot with Steven Meisel. That's like a dream come true to every girl. Being in American Vogue, then being in the September issue, being shot with Steven for Vogue, doing Marc Jacobs. I could go on and on. What do I like? The interviews.
Good answer. Good answer.
I like going somewhere, like the destination itself. I just don't like the process of going to the airport and checking in and waiting for hours and, oh, it's delayed. Oh, like, only if you could transport yourself and be like, oh, you're there. That would be it. And being away from my family is the most. Like, sometimes I get teary when I start thinking about them, so I get homesick sometimes. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't believe in diets. I prefer working out to get tone rather than not eating or having a diet. I want to enjoy food. I enjoy tasty food and greasy. I like cooking pasta because it's really quick. But I could do rice, I could do beans, meat, whatever. I actually went to college and studied psychology and finished like really, really quick, so I'm glad I did that. It was an interesting subject and I like, the whole idea of psychology, but at this moment, no. I like keeping my mind focused on one thing at a time and giving it all my all.
With her trend-setting eyebrows,
Hi!
intense gaze,
Okay.
quirky personality, and that little something extra we just can't put our finger on.
As I'm in Paris, je ne sais quoi.
Cara Delevingne became one of the decade's most recognizable faces in fashion.
Thank you so much.
Making her official runway debut in 2011, the free-spirited British beauty with endlessly transformative looks captivated the industry, racking up more runway miles, magazine covers, and major campaigns than we can count.
Oh, where do I begin? There's a long, long list.
Having been the face of international power brands including Chanel, DKNY, and Topshop, Delevingne perhaps became most famous for her work with the iconic British fashion house Burberry.
I've known Cara for a long, long time. She is someone that has the most incredible energy, the most professional attitude. She brings kind of a sunshine to everything that you do. We work a lot together and have done for many years now, and she also is very, very beautiful.
Cara's on-camera charisma evolved into a budding acting career, and with her global fan base clamoring for more Cara, expect to see many more credits from this English rose.
It's an effortless chicness, it's so easy and simple, and everything you wear, it's so comfortable, and it just makes you feel so womanly, and you can just chuck it on and you automatically, you look great. It's wonderful. It's really, really cool.
My name is Liu Wen. Because my name is Chinese name, so Liu is my family name, Wen is my first name, so it's different.
Wen's rise to the runway came about under rather unique circumstances.
I think it's very interesting because I studied modeling for the contest. And I really want to win the computer.
And you won the contest?
I didn't really want it, but you know the contest, if you win, you have the presents for the one computer. And because before it's very young, I really wanted the computer. So I just do the contest. It's very funny. So I told some people and some people can't believe this. After I moved to Beijing, and doing the model job, and because I very like it, because I'm shooting a lot magazine in China and shooting a lot of campaign in China, so everybody know me.
Wen calls China home, but New York has a special place in her heart.
Because New York local is a very big family, so have a lot of the different countries, the people, and have a lot good Chinese restaurants. And so it's good.
Wen reached a major milestone when she became the first Asian model to walk for Victoria's Secret.
I never think a Chinese girl can do this show. Yeah, because before it's my dream, because everybody think Victoria's girl is very sexy and have huge big boobs. So look is very nice, but I'm first Chinese models, so I'm very excited. I'm shooting the CK, Calvin Klein CK, the campaign. I think it's different because I'm first Chinese model shooting this. I love the runway a lot. The Chanel, before Alexander McQueen, because McQueen always very different. Sometimes it's very crazy, interesting, but Chanel always classic.
Spend a minute with the most Insta-famous model of the decade, Kendall Jenner.
Hi, I'm Hanne Gaby. I started 4 years ago. I got scouted on a music festival in my town, and first I didn't really believe it, but my friend wanted to be a model, so she went with me to the agency, and then they didn't really want her, and they picked me instead. I thought it was weird. I didn't really believe it because no one ever thought I was really pretty because I was too tall and too skinny, too white, my face, no eyebrows, nothing. So no one ever thought I would be a model. Of my friends too, because I was kind of boyish, not really interested in any of fashion. But now I got to learn the business. Now I understand it better, and now I love it. In the beginning, it was always slowly. I needed to learn how to walk in the heels, talk to the people, get used to everything. And for me, it took a while. Usually, you hear girls, they start their career and they do every show. For me, it went slowly. Every season, I'm growing a little bit, which is nice. I was really a little bit scared more in the beginning and nervous. So and you learn it more and more. Now it's easier. I know everybody. I can make jokes at everybody. Actually, modeling is not very difficult. It's just you need to be able to deal with everything, I think. The hair and the makeup 5 times a day. It's not a very difficult job, but it's more you need to be strong enough. You need to be able to carry it and accept it. This season I did the Missoni campaign. She was amazing. I shot with Ryan McGinley and Vanessa Reed in some military base in Brooklyn, and we were driving on a truck with the scarves of beautiful knitwears. It was amazing. Yeah, it was very fun. And then I did Balenciaga last season, which was one of my favorite things in the world to do. Balenciaga is for me like, I don't know, the brand, I don't know, I love it. Every day is a surprise. Like I grab, like I don't plan my outfits. Like I just put something on in the morning and then, oh, I'll put this and this and this. I have like a big pile in my room. It's very unorganized. I'm wearing my beautiful Balenciaga coat I got gifted by Nicolas. And amazing, no? And these shoes from Princess Schuler, also a gift. Thank you very much.
Yeah, people like my dimples. I guess it adds a bit of cheekiness and flirtation to the whole feel.
Though she may be known as one of Victoria's Secret's favorite angels,
The Victoria's Secret bra is the first thing that you put on. The bra is where it all starts. Fashion starts at Victoria's Secret.
back in 2005, Miranda Kerr was still a newbie to the fashion scene. We met her backstage at Betsy Johnson's show at New York Fashion Week.
My name's Miranda. I'm 19 and I'm from Australia. Betsy, she's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's always such a fun show. I did it last season and it's just, I know you've just got the freedom to go out there and have fun and do a bit of a dance on the catwalk. I've been in New York just for 4 months and then before that I got discovered in Australia. So yeah, it's been good. I modelled there for a year. You have to spend a lot of time away from your family and your friends, but that's the only challenging part about doing this job. But then you meet new people and you make new friends, so that's a really nice part about it as well. And you get to see new parts of the world. I finished school because I believe that it's really important to get that out of the way first. And then now I'm concentrating on this, and I'm also doing a course via correspondence on the internet. And that's a course on being a lifestyle coach. So I'm learning about nutrition, psychology, naturopathy, the whole anatomy of the body. I really want to help people and help them in a natural way, because I believe everyone should be able to feel good, and it's not just about nutrition, it's about, in the mind. Yeah, it's a whole balance, mind, body and soul. So hopefully I'll be able to do that after and use this as a stepping stone.
Those studies came in handy. In 2009, Miranda created Cara, her own organic beauty line. Today, Miranda successfully juggles her roles as wife and mother of 3 boys with her business and modeling career.